Okay. Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us for tonight's webinar, Wellness Resources for Faculty and Students to Support Success. My name is Tim Wallace, and I serve as the Online Learning Coordinator for the Continuing Education here at CCBC. I'll be your host for today's session, and I'm here to assist you throughout the evening. I'll be monitoring the chat, so if you have any questions, you can ask in the chat, and we will address them at the end when we have our question and answer session. Please let me know if you have any technical issues, and I'll work with you to resolve them. The goal of tonight's session is to help you succeed both in and outside of the classroom. You'll be introduced to a variety of resources, including wellness support, such as self-help massage and stress reduction techniques, as well as academic coaching and Success Navigator services that can help you better support your students. Now I'd like to take an opportunity to introduce our presenters who bring a wealth of knowledge and expertise to tonight's sessions. We really appreciate them giving their time and support to this webinar. First, I'll begin with Bree Laguerre, is a seasoned massage therapist, educator, and wellness advocate. She's a 2018 graduate of the Pittsburgh School of Massage and currently serves as the program director at CCBC, where she leads the massage therapy curriculum. Bree has worked in diverse environments, from corporate offices to hospitals, and has a particular passion for helping individuals use body work to support overall wellness. Next, we have Robin Miner, who started her journey at CCBC as an adjunct in 2007. Today, she serves as the Director of Transformational Pedagogies in the Office of Academic and Student Affairs. Robin continues to teach at CCBC while also focusing on supporting faculty through innovative teaching practices to foster student success. Next, we have Jaleese Thomas. She has 14 years of experience in mental health and human services. Jaleese enjoys her role as a Success Navigator, helping students get connected to appropriate resources on campus and within the community. She has been with CCBC for 5 years. She's based out of College and Community Outreach Services at the Essex Library. Lastly, we have Amber Campbell. She is a senior academic coach at CCBC with over 15 years of experience in education. Amber works closely with students, especially in developmental math and college readiness, to create personalized coaching plans, offer skill building workshops, and collaborate with faculty to improve retention and student success. Once again, thank you for being with us tonight. We hope you leave with this session with practical tools and resources to support both your personal well-being and your student success. I will now turn it over to our presenters.
Hi, everyone. My name is Bree Masha Laguerre. I go by Bree. I'm your first presenter for this evening. And I am here to provide education on self-help massage and stretch reduction techniques. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. And I'm hearing an echo somewhere. Let's see. Okay. I'm going to share my screen. Okay. So I'll just talk a little bit about massage therapy, just give a brief self-help overview. We're going to talk a little bit about engaging our breath, body sensing, massage techniques and manipulations, putting it together, and just some basic information about our student clinic. So we're going to look at what massage is, self-help massage in particular. How will learning these techniques benefit me? Where and when may self-massage be applied? What techniques can I use to apply massage to myself? How massage complements alternative healing practices that you may have a background in already. How engaging one's breath is important in massage, and how to spread the love. You can use these techniques with your friends and family. You can use these techniques on your pets as well. There are equine massage therapists that specialize in providing massage therapists to horses. So you can apply these techniques in any setting. So massage, what's the big deal, right? So the universal definition is manual manipulation of the soft tissues of the human body for the purposes of alleviating musculoskeletal dysfunction. So the bones, the muscles, and everything in between, we can affect change in all of these systems of the body. The goal is also to decrease tension, decrease stress, and to promote relaxation. For the purposes of our understanding today, we will look at massage as a systematic, rhythmic application of techniques designed to affect change. You can use your hands, any part of your hands. You can use your fingers. You can use the tips of your fingers, the pads of your fingers, your thumb. You can use a full palm. You can use open fist, you can use closed fists, a forearm to get certain areas that may be away from your um, like internal body, and your feet. If you've ever heard of ashiatsu massage, there are massage practitioners who use their feet to provide massage as well, and teeth. And I have a little video here to show you because there is a licensed massage therapist who uses her teeth to massage. There's a little advertisement. Oh, look at that. CCPC, that's funny. Okay, let's see what's happening here. Hmm, I wonder why it just froze. Am I still here? Can everyone see me? Okay, there we go. I get a kick out of watching that. So, she is, increasing, hyperpigmentation. She's drawing blood flow to the area. She's being mindful of bony landmarks. So what she's doing is legit. So, that is something that you can do as well. We do not learn how to apply that type of special modality in the program, but again, to each their own. Okay, so our definition will be working with the body to promote balance and harmony through touch, because touch is intuitive, touch is inclusive, and it's the most basic form of communication. You've probably rubbed your shoulders when you're stressed out, or if you're just kind of stretching every now and then. Every culture, right? Every age, um, anyone can incorporate massage into their day to day. And, it's the most basic form of communication. It's like a foundational principle that is universal. We coddle babies, we coddle each other when we're sad or, anxious or feeling any sort of emotion. When we're happy and we're hugging each other. And so I would like to put this out to everyone to ask what touch therapy means to you. If you want to put a quick note in the chat and let me know, and we could read the results. Healing. Okay. Oh, nice. Yeah. hmm Comfort, connection, soothing, hmm releasing tension. warmth and stress relief. Yep, all of those things. All of those things apply. And we see how comfort, yep, comfort. And we see how, we wrote different things because we look at how affection, nice, thank you, Gotham. We look at how touch is important to us and what that means. So I thank you, everyone, for those comments. So where can massage be applied? Anywhere on the body, at any time that you feel the need to, in any setting. Um, when it's most conducive to your schedule. So maybe you might want to carve some time out of your day to apply these techniques. And there are specific tools that you can utilize to reach areas that you may not be able to reach yourself. There are massage guns that are pretty popular. I would caution the use of massage guns unless you're really understanding what you're trying to affect in your body. But these trigger point massage body tools, you can hold it over your shoulder, as you see here, on your neck, various areas in your body, in your lower back. You see how it's spaced here. There are all sorts of tools like this, but these can be good for you to use to reach those hard to reach places. Um, but therapeutic application may be equally disruptive to the body as applying too little. So if you're not taking care of yourself versus if you're doing too much and receiving a lot of massages, it can be counterintuitive to the body. So you want to find a nice middle ground. And for what purposes? As you all have indicated, stress relief, pain reduction, to help alleviate some pathological conditions, decrease anxiety, promote restfulness. It's great to settle down in the evening. You can massage your feet after a long day, and just because you want to. So, how to self-massage? We can look at some basic steps. You can engage the breath, learn some techniques and methods of application that we'll review, discover where you hold stress in your body, and then apply those manipulations. So engage the breath. We'll just do a couple of breathing exercises. So we'll take a moment. You can engage in these breathing exercises where you are. So we'll just pause for a second, get comfortable, and I'll check back in about 10 seconds. Okay. So we'll start with the first exercise, which is diaphragmatic breathing, also known as belly breathing. So you want to expand your belly as you take in a breath, and then you can exhale through your nose, you can exhale through your mouth, whatever is more comfortable to you. So we will take a minute and work with your own breathing. Okay. I'll lead us through the inhales and the exhales. And again, expand your belly and then, breathe out all of the air that you can. Okay. You can close your eyes, you can keep your eyes open, whatever is comfortable for you. Okay. So take a nice breath in, belly big, and release and inhale and release. And inhale and release. And do a couple more inhales and exhales. And when you're ready, you can come back to us. Type in the chat how you felt after that quick breathing exercise. Relaxed. Yeah. Ready for a nap? Peaceful. Lower heart rate. Nice. Awesome. Tired. Okay. Nice. Yeah, it can make you tired, but that helps, if people have issues with sleeping, and incorporate some breathing. So thank you. The next exercise we're going to do is body exploration or body sensing. This is one of the techniques that we use in Reiki massage when we are using Reiki and body work. So I'm going to flip to the next screen and then I'll come back to this screen. So one of the principles of Reiki is just for today. Okay, so just for today, I will not worry. Just for today, you can think of any other, sentence or, thought that you might want to put for that. I am thankful for waking up this morning. I'm grateful for my health and happiness. My spirit and determination will guide me to act in my best interest. And any other mantras that you may think. You can think these on a day-to-day basis. You can write these out, leave them anywhere for you to be able to see. And so, like this video is doing here, you can use your hands and they're partnering up, right? And applying these to each other, but you can use these on yourself. So you can physically search on the outside of your body to kind of feel where you might be, holding some tension. Maybe you feel spots that are hot to touch, maybe more warm to touch, or you don't have to physically sense. You can just kind of sit there and sense where you may be feeling discomfort in your body. Okay. So that's body sensing. So we're going to take 30 seconds, a minute, really quick, sit and see if you can feel anywhere in your body that may need massage, that may just feel tense or uncomfortable, that may need a little bit of love and care. And as you're focusing in these areas, you may move a little bit. You may start stretching your feet or stretching your legs or, wiggling your body to compensate for these feelings. Okay. Now keep that in mind where you're feeling this in your body, and we are going to engage in our breathing again. Okay, so just as we did before, inhale, belly full, exhale, releasing the breath, and focus your awareness to those areas that you were sensing just now. Maybe it's your lower back, maybe it's your neck, maybe it's your thighs or your feet. Okay, so we're going to take a minute, engage with your breath on your own terms, and focus your awareness in these areas. Okay. Inhale in and exhale, focusing your awareness, telling your body to relax. Inhale in and exhale. Inhale and exhale. And inhale and exhale. And when you're ready, come back to us and let us know in the chats how you're feeling. Did that body sensing work? Were you able to pinpoint areas that you needed to release and relax? Did incorporating your breath help with relaxing those areas. Mm. Could feel the tension dissipate. Hmm. And if it doesn't, spend a little bit more time engaging your breath and sending your awareness to these places. Okay. Okay. So the next thing we're going to look at is how you can incorporate this. Your face, okay, your head, rubbing your temples is something that we tend to do. Over your chest, your stomach, your lower back, your butt, your knees, your thighs, okay, your feet, anywhere you can reach, you can incorporate the following techniques into these areas, okay? So basic manipulations, methods of applications that we learn, Swedish 101. The first we're going to look at is the bottom left, holding and resting. You're initiating contact, okay? So find, a place on your body, your forearm, your arm, your hand, your head, your shoulders, your thighs. Initiate contact, evaluate. You're pausing for reflection. You can use an open hand, okay? You're just sensing like we just learned. Okay. The next is top compression. So think of like CPR, okay, but less aggressive. Applying pressure by pushing into the muscle, you're enhancing circulation. You can use your fingers, your palm, your fist, your knuckle. You can even use a forearm if you have to bend over and apply compressions to your thigh. Compressions are great if you have a Charlie horse, you're waking up in the middle of the night. Just apply some quick compressions and that should help alleviate. Next is effleurage. Effleurage meaning to glide. If you're doing it over clothes, then you will not need lubrication, but it can be relaxing and stimulating. So you can take your arm and just kind of glide up and down your arm, glide up and down your thighs, your legs, your shoulders, anywhere you can reach. You can use open palms, open fist, fingers. Next is petrissage, bottom middle. To knead, to lift, to roll, to pull, to twist, like you're kneading dough. Okay, you're making a pizza. Decrease muscle tissue and softens muscle tissue. You can use your palms, your fingers, your thumbs, and this is where you can take your fingers and your thumb and you're pulling away from the body. Okay, you're pushing and pulling. And lastly, friction. You're generating force between two surfaces. So if you rub your hands together really fast, okay, friction. When you're doing it on your body, you can use slower movements, okay? But it can allow for therapeutic inflammation, which helps to relax the body in the end. You can use your fingers and your thumbs and again your palms to do that as well, okay? And we can see how we can use these. So resting and holding, you can use with the elderly in your life or even the young, anyone. Compressions, effleurage, petrissage, you see she's lifting, okay? And then some friction. You can do light circles on your head, okay? Keep your fingers glued and just rotate your fingers around if you have a headache or a migraine. Okay. And you can put it together. Your breathing, your body sensing, these quick little applications, holding, compression, effleurage, petrissage, friction. Okay. And you can utilize that anytime, anywhere you can reach. We do have a massage therapy program here on the Essex campus. This is our massage therapy suite that doubles as a classroom as well as our clinic space. And we do hold therapeutic massages throughout the year. If you're interested in becoming a licensed massage practitioner, please reach out to me. And if you're interested in attending our student clinics, please scan the QR code and our massage clinics will pop up. Okay. And I assume this recording is going to be made available to all of you as well. So you will see that here too. And that's me. Thank you for being here. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. Oh, reminder, yes, with the links. Okay, great.
Great, well, great information. I have promoted the massage program. I brought new full-time faculty to Bree's suite so that they could see it and promoted it to them. And my office has to date bought 3 massages to use as rewards and carrots for adjunct faculty. And I love supporting the massage clinic. I have not gone myself. But Bree, one of it is that I have a former CCPC student actually who comes. She does a couple of things, but she is my steady massage therapist. I bring into the home monthly. It's important to me. It's part of my longevity goal. That wasn't on your list. It's probably not why a lot of people get massages, but I want to live to 102. I have a serious plan about that. And massage is one tool I'm using to get there. Okay. I'm Robin Miner. I am CCBC's Director of Transformational Pedagogies. I work for the Dean of Teaching and Learning, Dallas Dolan. My entire role at the college is to try to help folks do as well as they possibly can in the classroom to uplift our students and community through the work that they do. So a big part of that is supporting professional development, and that's what I'm here to chat you up about now. Professional development opportunities, yay. I'm so glad for this opportunity to do this, and I hope that in a second I'm going to be able to see the chat while I'm at it. We'll see about that. I don't at the moment, so maybe I'll leave talking too much with you. If you want to unmute and talk to me, you're welcome to. I am going to provide this handout to our to Tim basically, and he's going to share it with you. So you're going to get all of this, but this is what I'm going to go through, and I'm going to catch us up on time just a little. You don't need to hear everything. You're going to get this, and you can take a deeper dive as you see fit. There are a lot of conferences that I could help you know about, but there are a few that are specific for adjunct faculty. There is one that we put on in-house at CCBC every January, Winter Adjunct Conference. You are so invited to present at this conference, attend this conference. You'll get information. Actually, it'll probably be more a hill, but anyways, you'll hear about it from me. But it's in January, so it's a few months before you'll hear about it. There is a consortium of which I'm a big fan of. Nancy Parker is a faculty at CCBC who is the representative to CCBC on this consortium. It is both 4-year colleges and 2-year colleges in Maryland that focus on adjunct professional development. Really what they do is host a conference annually. It's in Octobers, and they've got their October date. If you'd like to mark your calendar, it'll be out at Frederick Community College on October 11. Then there are a variety of other conferences as well. And boy, you would be so welcome to come and attend. Does anyone know what conference we're having tomorrow at Catonsville?
A professional development one.
Oh, that's it. Professional Development Conference is tomorrow at Catonsville. Adjuncts are most welcome to attend to this conference. In a few days, I want to say it's next Monday, whenever the 28th happens, there's an online learning symposium. So if you teach in the online environment, that would be especially valuable to you. These are the free ones that I know that CCBC puts on. You are always invited to a CCBC conference. And I actually want to call this one out. Fall Focus will happen in August, and you are welcome to attend it. You're also welcome to present at it. So there is the opportunity on SharePoint and through my emails for you right now to go into a Microsoft form and to submit a proposal to present a session. Adjuncts are welcome to do this. You would do this if you wanted a really nice item for your curriculum vitae or a resume, or if you are passionate about something that you want to share your knowledge, you are welcome to be a presenter. Specifically for adjuncts, we curate a few courses, maybe not the bottom one, but the top ones, yes. There is a group called the Association for College and University Educators. CCBC purchases this content to make it available to faculty. We allow full-time faculty to go through their own cohort. For adjuncts, we buy separate opportunities for them to take courses in fall semesters and spring semesters. The next adjunct specific cohort will start in September, and you would be welcome to take one of these courses. The effective teaching practices is broken up into 4 modules. They include things like promoting active learning, fostering community and connection in your classroom. Those are 2 of them. There's 4 total, and we cycle through them, and you can take them all. There is a learning community for adjuncts. The adjunct teaching, I think it's a comma here, actually, learning and scholarship is Atlas. They meet for about a week, is what they've been doing in January's, and they talk about a topic. It has been the topic of TILT, which is the teaching, it's a transparency and learning and teaching framework for improving student success in courses. You'd be very welcome to be a participant in that. It's even stipended for completers, as in you would earn money for doing that. Here's another opportunity to earn a stipend. This is ready, more or less. There is an opportunity to do orientation in person, also remote synchronously, but we have developed an asynchronous module. You can take it in any format that you want, but after your first completion of it, you can earn a stipend, a small stipend for doing it. You could email me to enroll in that. And then on SharePoint, there are many opportunities for you. I wanted to showcase actually the new adjunct faculty orientation for you. It's a team, the asynchronous version is a Teams course where what might be valuable to you, even if you have taken an orientation already, is a series of resource folders. And even there is a specific continuing education one, but there are a variety of resources that we've curated here that you could come back to time after time. If you did the actual course, it will be 7 modules of watching a video, interacting with some material, and eventually working your way through to completion. And then there's a way to earn a stipend for doing those modules as well. The last one was about courses that you can self-enroll in SharePoint. This is SharePoint, not Brightspace. There are a variety of offerings. These are not all for adjuncts, but they are open for you. And if you're not already aware, let me just go ahead and give you the good, bad news. We like to use a lot of acronyms at CCBC. Can anybody unpack SMP for me? We got to do it every year, all of us. We might be chatting.
Jack said sexual misconduct prevention.
Ding. We've all got to do sexual misconduct prevention training annually, so it's there. And then does anyone know to tell me which of these other ones we have to do annually?
Cybersecurity.
That's it. We don't have to
Several
do
people said that.
PDC. Full-time faculty have to do PDC annually. Full-time faculty got to do it. I got to do it. Robin Miner has to do it. I saw Michelle Jones here. She's got to do it. Bree's probably got to do it. But adjunct faculty don't got to do it. And also, most people don't have to do bloodborne pathogen training. It would be some of the SHP programs and some of the research like math science. But yes, we all have to do sexual misconduct prevention and cybersecurity every year. You can find them on the main SharePoint site. But then there will be also trainings that are offered through IT, through HR, and the institute that I work for, ITTLL. and you are welcome to shop and take courses as you see fit. I also want to let you know about opportunities that you have with outside providers that CCBC has institutional accounts with that will get you access to maybe not all of the content, but some of the content. EDUCAUSE will have webinars. They're almost all about how technology intersects with education. You can do work there. Go to Knowledge. This is one of the things that I incentivized with a massage for this spring, and lots of adjuncts use this. And I think I got a couple of emails. People found it really valuable. In fact, our highest user ended up being the winner of the drawing. And it was a guy who said, no, I don't want the massage. I just did it because I loved it. And I was like, well, okay. And so we passed the massage on to the next random winner, which was kind of amazing. The League for Innovation in the Community College also offers learning opportunities, some of which are free to members. And then NISOD is another. You can go to their websites, use the links that I provided. I see, Tim, you have your hand up, and you would create an account using your CCBC email, and that would get you access to content. Tim, what's the question, dear?
I was just giving you a reminder on the time.
Oh, yeah. Okay, good. Well, let me plug two more things. Institute for Transformative Teaching and Learning and Leadership is where I work, and we have places for you to work. We have people in those places who can help you. We have a newsletter and other helpful information on our SharePoint site. There are adjunct centers on each main campus, Essex, Dundalk, Catonsville, where you can go and work. They are nice resources, and they are, there's a fridge, there's a microwave, there's tea, there's coffee, there's a printer, and you can use these 24/7, except for eventually you need to get a door code so that you can use it 24/7, because we do have wonderful people who work in these. They're called our project assistants, but they don't work 24/7. So go into a center, get to know them, fill out a form so you can have a door code. You can have all of them, and then you can go to any adjunct faculty center that you'd like to work. I send emails so that you can know about things that are happening. On Mondays, I send an email that go out to mostly faculty, but also some staff, and there are a broad spectrum of opportunities. On Thursdays, I send an email in particular to adjuncts. On Mondays, my email looks like this. This was my email this Monday. It was long. I had too much to send about. This is from an outside provider. It's a free webinar through one of the opportunities I talked about, the League for Innovation in the Community College. But then here's where we are right now. If you found out about this because of my email, hooray, it works. But also, if you would like to present at Fall Focus, that information was in this email. So if you don't already get this email me, let me know, because I'll just be happy to add you. And so it'll talk about things that are you're ready for you to sign up for, or things that are coming later that are just put it on your calendar if it's of interest. And then on Thursdays, I tend to send an email to adjuncts. Both of these will go on break, by the way, over the summer for the most part. But tomorrow, I'm going to send an email that will be about the MCAPD conference, because I just received the call for proposals. So again, don't feel bad if I went through this too quickly. You're going to get this, and you'll get all the links, and you'll be able to access all the content on your own time whenever you are having time.
Okay, I was just waiting for it to be finished. Hi, I'm Jaleesa Thomas. I'm a success navigator here on the Essex campus. We are located on all three campuses, Catonsville, Essex, and Dundalk, and we have coordinators and success navigators. We are under College and Community Outreach Services. So what we do is we connect students to resources on campus and within the community. So that could be housing, SNAP benefits, BGE assistance. If we have grant funding, sometimes we can assist students who are in a financial hardship with purchasing books for their classes. We connect students with mental health support. We also participate in Hungry Harvest. If you ever see that on campus, we're the department that sets that up. where it's done on each campus a different day of the week. Students can come get low cost produce. We also have Hungry Harvest boxes that go to students' home depending on their family size. It can be weekly or biweekly. It can be small boxes or large boxes. We give students gift cards. This is all case by case and as needed depending on their situation. So we have Aldi gift cards. We have gift cards for gas. We have a partnership with Lyft. So, for example, if we have a student that has an evening class on the Catonsville campus, but they live all the way in Essex, of course the shuttle stops running. So instead of putting them on the actual, MTA, we can pay for them to take the Lyft ride home. Some departments have actually paid for their students to get rides one way all semester. It's depending on the department, and we arranged a ride for the student. We connect students with health benefits. And also, sometimes we have students that need dental work, but they may be international students and not necessarily have insurance yet. We send those students to the at University of Maryland. They have a dental clinic. So if they go in and they get an itemized bill, depending on their situation and what's going on, they fill out an emergency assistance grant application. We'll review it, and if they're approved, we can, provide the money to the dental office. We do eviction prevention. So with eviction prevention, I'll respond in a second to the chat. So if you have an eviction notice, we can only assist if you have a turn off notice that was served by the court. So they have to a sheriff has to serve you and put that on your door, and a student will have to scan that. We don't take screenshots, we don't take pictures. You have to actually scan the documentation from the court that shows when you're going to be evicted. The same with your water bill or BGE. You have to have a turn off notice, or like your car insurance is about to lapse. We have to have something in writing from the agency that shows an actual turn off date due to logistics of our funding. We have to be able to prove that that is what's taking place. And it has to be an unforeseen circumstance. A lot of people get it confused. What about students who are out of state but have we have supports for all students. Again, it's case by case, situation. Um, it depends on your situation. So you have to be very specific in your application and explain what's going on and provide proof. You have to actually be enrolled in classes and actively taking classes at the time that you request assistance from our department. It can't be you come to us today, but you don't start classes until summer 2025. If class is already ended, unfortunately, we can't assist you due to the logistics of our funding and our grants and how it's written out. So if you're in classes, you got terminated from your job, but you come to class every day, we would assist you with getting a bus pass. If you live like in PG County, but you're taking classes here and you needed to get on a MARC train, we have a partnership with MTA where if a student downloads the Charm app, we can tell them how much we want to go in the app, and then they will manually put the money on the student's app, whether that's a monthly bus pass, a 7-day bus pass, and then they have the funding to get back and forth from campus. We do not cover transportation for classes that are taken online. We don't cover transportation if you're just coming on campus to study. It has to be like you're going to class that day for us to assist. Um, I said a lot, so let me answer some of these questions. Um, yeah, so all CCBC students have access to our resources, but again, it's case by case, and I say that because sometimes they'll tell the student, go to this department and they'll help you with X, Y, and Z. It's not that cut and dry. You have to show us a turn off notice. You have to show us certain things. And in those instances where we can't necessarily help with like your rent or your car insurance, we do still offer like a $25 grocery store gift card or a gas gift card, something that just gets you moving. Another thing that we do is we check with financial aid. So if you're coming to us and you're saying you have an eviction notice and you owe $3,000, but you only have 500, we wouldn't be covering we wouldn't be covering 2,500. There's a cap on how much we can assist. So a student has to be able to show us how they can cover the rest. Because if you're 3 months behind on your rent and we give you $500, but you can't come up with the remainder 2,500, you will still be getting evicted. So we check with financial aid to see if you're able to take out any additional loans, if you have any grants, because some students aren't aware that they can take out loans. Some students don't know that they have extra money on their account. So we verify with them first. And then once we do that, if they're able to take out additional loans, we'll say, hey, you can take out this loan. And if they still need assistance, a lot of times it's still approved. My manager is Heather Griner. She'll reach out to BGE. They'll put the money exactly on the student's bill, and then we'll follow up with the student to see if they have seen that credit hit their account. Does anybody have any questions really quick? Because I don't want to go over time. Okay, so we also connect students with Together All. So sometimes if we have events on campus and students sign up, we'll put $5 on their one card for just engaging in Together All. We, like I said, connect them with resources on campus if they need to do therapy, since we don't have like a licensed therapist on campus, unless that has changed. We connect them with resources in the community, and we process with students. If a student, I had a student that went inpatient, I reached out to the advisors to see how they can work with her to do a medical withdrawal or take an incomplete. We'll assist students with that. But mainly our department is not academic related. So we're doing things for like the home, your health, transportation needs, and things like that. How many students are helped each year on average? Tons. I can't give you the exact number, but Heather typically sends out a email, like kind of like going over like the statistics of how many students we've helped. So when it's broken down, we service every campus. So with several navigators on each campus, and it's like 2 coordinators on each campus. So each person is divvied up like a caseload when the reports come in. So as a faculty, you can submit a report for a student. So if you have a student that, you know, the beginning of the semester they were thriving, they were doing well, and then all of a sudden they stopped coming to class, you would submit a report to us and we would reach out to the student to see if they needed any additional support. So on, hold on, I feel like a lot of adults don't know about the supports that we can refer to, a better way to get the word out. So we do on campus, when we have Connect Fest and Awareness Fair, we're on campus, but also I'll add our link in the chat again, but you can refer to our webpage and refer students to us. We also do classroom presentations. So at any given time in the beginning of the semester, you want us to come out and speak to your class. Navigators, I typically go because I'm the evening navigator, but you can have someone come out to your classroom and actually speak to your students and give out flyers. Then they'll know more about our department. So we can do that. So if you're interested in that, I'll put my email in the chat. You can reach out to myself and my supervisor if you want to request somebody to come to your class. Okay. Tim is going to share it with you guys. But yeah, so if you want to request a classroom presentation, you can just let us know. And yeah, some of the students don't check their email. So we actually have a tracking system where it can send a text to the student and it'll let us know, it'll give us a bounce back email if they've checked if they open a link to check the thing. So we email, we call, And our cell phones do have the capability to text, so we do text the students. But sometimes, unfortunately, they still don't return our phone calls. But for the most part, we can get in contact with the students. No, I don't think we have a pre-recorded video for our services. I don't think so. Any other questions? Okay, so all our information Tim will leave with you, and I put my email address in there, and then the handout that I provided with Tim, it has all of our email addresses, our phone numbers, and where we're located. So if you need additional copies and you want to put those in your classroom or hand them out in the beginning of the semester, we can send those to you and you can give them out to your students. And if you want to request for somebody to come to your class, we can do that as well. I wish I had it when I was in school as well. I think it's becoming more available on campus throughout the years, like that they're having these type of departments available for students. Oh, I forgot to mention, if you don't know, there's a food pantry on every campus. So we refer students to the food pantry as well. The one that's on the Dundalk campus is in the student life office. Um, I forget what building it is, but it's in the student life's office. I will put that in the chat as well. But students can go there every day of the week, Monday through Friday, and they can get 5 items. And they also have the food lockers and stuff now. So sometimes the students go there and they say like they need assistance with food or they're having challenges, they will refer them to our department as well. Also was a time where we gave out laptops. So when I first started CCBC, we were doing internet essentials. We were doing promo codes for internet essentials. So we would be covering like the first few months of the students' internet. We've done that. When we had extra funding and we had laptops, we gave out laptops to students. And sometimes we still give out laptops. Like if a student had a fire or flood, and their laptop got messed up, we would assist them with getting a laptop. Um, Another example of services we've provided have been, I can't remember off the top of my head, but it's a lot. Thanks for adding the food locker information. So we do things like that. Like I said, it's really just case by case, depending on what's going on, if they have a notice. So we really try to explain that to students. And let them know we can't say yes to everybody. So we try not to like give the impression that just because you come to us, we can cover your rent. It's really we have to follow like a protocol when assisting and making sure that everything is fair all across the board. So you can't have a notice from your actual apartment complex leasing office. It has to be from the courts because we have to submit that when we ask for the money. We don't give the checks to the student. We actually make it out to the actual company. It's not made out to the student. Um, I think that's pretty much it.
You want me to start? All right. Hi, everybody. I'll be quick because I know we don't have a lot of time left, but let me just share my screen really quick. I have a lot of screenshots. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Okay, thank you. All right. So I'm Amber, and I am an academic coach. I work on the Catonsville campus. And yeah, so I'll get started. Our whole goal is to just really empower students through academic coaching. A lot of times, people are not aware that academic coaches exist. And so I think it's because they get us confused with the tutors or the academic advisors. And so I'll clarify like the differences between that. But the whole goal for academic coaching is for us to be able to support all of the students. And it's not just those that are struggling. It's really an opportunity for us to be proactive and collaborate with the faculty and, different programs within the school on campus to like the Success Navigators, to make sure that we're providing wraparound services for our students is the main goal. So we focus on building confidence and motivation. I always like to say to the students that we're like their personal cheerleaders or accountability partners, because if they set a goal, the goal is for us to ensure that they are able to accomplish it. We help with, even though we're called academic coaches, it's more success coaching because we focus on life skills, like those soft skills, rather than actual content, which is one of those differences between the tutors, coaches, and the advisors. But we do time management, goal setting, all of those types of things. And then as far as the distinction between tutoring and academic coaching and advising, tutoring, of course, is more content. So even though we might have knowledge or some of us have taught in those particular areas, our goal isn't to focus on content. So we are a referral service as well. So we would send them to the tutoring center or the writing center if they need help with that, if they're not even aware that those centers exist. And then as far as academic advising, they focus more on keeping the students on track with like graduation requirements. So registration and things of that nature. We can assist with that, but we aren't supposed to be like registering students and things. So no, that is the distinction. We are three different programs on the campus. So, as far as our impact on campus, this semester alone, we were able to service about 500 students. And just to note, that number might sound low, but um, it's only six of us, and we just recently we're based on all of the campuses right now. We have at least one coach on each, some two, and we were able to conduct over 1,500 sessions. And so we try to make sure that we're meeting with the students regularly, making contact at least once every 2 weeks with each student, just to check in, see how things are going, make sure that they're staying on track. If they've set goals, helping them with strategies to accomplish them. Um, the most uh, popular, I guess, strategy or skill that students need help with is like time management, and managing stress is one of the, or two of the major ones. So nearly 75% of the people who have completed our form, that was like what they have chosen. And we get great feedback when students do engage with us and they're consistent. This is a quote from one student that was just saying, like, thank you for the consistency and for making me feel seen. And so that feedback is really helpful because it helps us know that we're making an impact in their lives. These are the primary areas that we focus on as students. A lot of students take online courses and they don't know how to navigate Brightspace or the internet, period. And so we're there to support them and walk them through it. Time management, like I said, is a very popular one. Managing stress and test anxiety, procrastination, just all of those kind of life skills, soft skills that we as humans need help with. So it's always helpful that they have someone to come to on campus that can help, listen to them, guide them. We're not therapists, but sometimes it feels like it, but it's good because we're building the relationship. Over the last semester, a colleague and myself, we worked on creating kind of like a hub. So we call it the Brightspace Student Portal. And this is available for anybody who has a student ID number. You just log into your Brightspace account. I actually had a video for it, but it's no need to play it. I'll just kind of talk through it. But you just log into your Brightspace account. You can go to the Explore page and then or Discover, I'm sorry, the Discover tab, and then you'll see our featured course um, posted there, and it's called Academic Coaching. And so once you're in there, you're able to access our schedules. You can see which coaches are assigned to which campus, our hours, because like I said, everybody is part-time, but we try to make sure that we're stretching so that we'll be able to cover the different peak times that students need help with sessions. And then within the portal, you can also schedule a session. You can, what else? Oh, we have self-paced workshops for all of those core areas that students are struggling with. So you can go, or just need support, not necessarily struggling, but just might need resources and strategies. So we provide all of that information in there. And you can access that. I will give a link to that so that if you want, you can include it. You're encouraged to include it in your syllabus and anything of any. I have it in my signature for my email. So just any place because we're trying to get more visibility to let students know that we exist and connecting with us. I kind of went over this. They can self-schedule. They can do drop-ins. We do virtual sessions, phone calls, emails, texting, chats. However, and it's very easy to set up an appointment with us. You can do it through SARS. And we also have an interest form. And so ways that we would like to partner is through coming to your classes if you want and doing like a quick workshop or introduction of who we are and just having more visibility so that if you as a faculty member have a student who's been struggling or you notice that they're not attending or they're falling behind on their assignments, you can ping us and say, hey, could you check in with this student? Like this is what's happening. Much like Jaleesa mentioned with the Student Success Navigators. And we have, like I said, also referred several students that way as well, just because we want to make sure that we're providing the wraparound services. And said that. These are just the final takeaways. And then this is a QR code that'll take you to our interest form. So if a student if you're not quite sure which day and time that they need to meet with us, you can always just have them complete the interest form and then somebody from our department will reach out to them. And that is it. Or if anybody has any questions, feel free.
Yeah, I've turned the mics back on if anyone has any question. So.
What nice information.
Yeah, I want to thank everyone, especially those of you who attended and our presenters who did a great job. We already have a handout. We will pull all of this information together and it will be in two places. This recording will be uploaded onto our CCBC Adjunct Training YouTube channel. And it'll be in the description as well as we'll send an email to everyone who attended. So we're going to pull all this information together and share because this is amazing information. I want everybody to have access to it. And thanks again for attending. Anyone have any other questions or? Okay, well, Amber's typing something. Oh, adding an interest form. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, well, thanks again and have a wonderful evening.
Thank you, Tim.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye.